Welcome to Wild Yatra. Today we are going to go from Chennai to Valparai and Adirapalli Falls. We were told that the road between Valparai and Adirapalli is very dangerous and it's one of the most dangerous in South India. We are going to see how best or worst it is. Let's now get into the video. We are actually traveling from Chennai. It's a long journey. It's about 14 hours of journey. But we reached in 13 hours only. So we visited Muruga temple, the Tamil Kadavul Muruga temple, and then we stayed at Pollachi in the night, and then from there in the morning we started the falls. What you have seen here is called Monkey Falls, and in Tamil it's called Kavi Aruvi. It's a beautiful falls, but we went very early, so we couldn't have access, and we didn't want to wait also. We're checking on the way for some wilderness. You are seeing a lion-tailed macaw. This is very far, but we were told that there will be a lot of appearances. And here you see a grey jungle fowl. And this is one of the hairpin bend where we are seeing the red whiskered bulbul. So there are a lot of activities on the road you can find when you're traveling, particularly from Pollachi to uh, Valparai. So there are almost around 40 hairpin bends you will have to navigate, and throughout the way you find lush green forest and a lot of animals and birds. We heard the sound of hornbill, but we tried to locate that, we couldn't find. We didn't even stop in the hornbill viewpoint. There is a place like that, but we are just proceeding as the road is welcoming us to Valparai. Valparai is known for its tea estates, and this is the first tea estate. You see, this is called Waterfall Tea Estate, and the workers here, they are well protected in the sense, they have the shoes, and then they have the rubber sheets around them. They have guarded them very nicely. Happy to see the management of Waterfall Tea Estate is taking care of their employees very well. Yes, these places you will find a lot of leeches, snakes, and many insects. So they wanted to protect their employees from all these insects and reptiles, which is a very good scene. And both the sides, we started seeing the tea plantation welcoming us. It's like the entire hill is covered with a green carpet. There are not too many places to see in Valparai, only few. One among them is Nallamudi viewpoint. The tourists who went there and checked, they came and told us that there is a bison herd sitting over there. We went to check it out. It happens to be an Indian gaur, and there's a big alpha male, the bull, sitting and guarding its herd. So we didn't want to disturb that. We came out, and here you are seeing a serpent eagle just hovering around the viewpoint. And we were told from this viewpoint you can actually see Munnar, but on the day it was very foggy, so we couldn't see anything. But the experience of walking through these plantations and taking photographs in the plantation itself is very precious. You see, these are some of the photographs looking like a screensaver shots, isn't it? You'll be glad to see this as a screensaver in your computers. And there are some photography opportunity also, and we didn't miss that. We have taken photos. That was Tyson, and this is me, John Robert, and we have Prakasam. So we all went there as a group, and this is a snap from the viewpoint. Only thing, we didn't viewed anything. And then we moved on to a place called the Kolangal River. Literally means Pebble River. Not a great place. You see, there is a stream of water going on which chisels the rocks, which becomes Kolangal. Then we moved on to Neerar Dam. This dam may look small, but when you go there and then see it, experience this is a massive structure. And there is a power plant and there is a water irrigation system attached with this. And this is a massive dam which is constructed on top of a hill. And on the way, when we were returning, all that we have seen is a wild boar. This fellow was standing there for a long time, and then by the time he started recording this, he started moving towards us. And all of you know that wild boars are highly unpredictable, and they could charge at even predators at a lightning speed. So we were giving it space so that it went on to the bushes. This is where we stayed, and make sure when you are coming to Valparai, you book a resort which has a very good view. This hotel is a budget hotel, but it had a very good view to offer both the sides of the hotel. So we just wanted to stay here for one night, and all that we need is a good bed, and there's no restaurant attached with this. You'll have to go down to a nearby hotel for having food. This is called Nanda Luxury Comfort. There is, I mean, it's just written as luxury, but there is no luxury in this. There are a wide variety of choices. Unfortunately, branded hotels are not there in Valparai, but you will find all the small hotels. You will have to check something which fits good for you. And we started moving towards Adrapalli Falls. This is going to be an exciting journey, because there are so many vlogs, which say that this route is very dangerous and the road is very bad. But our experience is ultimately different. We could not spot a single animal in this road, but we were told that if you are encountering a elephant, it would be much more dangerous. But we didn't see anything, and the roads are very well laid. I think maybe this is a recent road, and don't think that we were rushing through here. In as you are seeing in the video, this is just a fast forwarding the video so that we shorten the video size. We were enjoying the road, and then we are just traveling through that. It's completely covered with the lush green vegetation. This is called Ariyar Dam, and this is the other side of Ariyar Dam. We will obviously go through that dam itself, and I'll show you the other part of it. Very nice water body. Very good to see there is a water body on top of the hill, and there are dams which are constructed, and there are power plants which are attached to this. And we did step down here to have a good view of this road, and then from there we have proceeded further. The road is very good, and we could see a lot of bikers going, because people say that you can enjoy the beauty of this particular land when you are going in bike. This is the only truck which interrupted us. Of course, we gave it a way, we gave it the space, because looks like he is a localite, and of course he's carrying some goods. And you see the sky is covered with all the kind of trunks of the trees. And if you have a sunroof, I mean, this is the best thing to enjoy. And we enjoy the way. As I said, the journey is much more precious here than the destination. And this is a bridge we have crossed. On both the sides of this bridge, there is a good view of this river, which has probably a bit of white water, maybe a place for whitewater rafting. So far, nobody thought about this, it seems. But you can't undermine the dangers in such rivers. So we stopped here and then took a good look at it. And of course, people want that, don't get down on the road. And there is also checking when you are getting in. There is you have the time noted. When you are getting out, also the time noted. And then the foresters, they question if you are inside the forest for a long time. And this is another a bridge we'll have to cross.
படகா எங்க ஓ யா 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 யா
And there you have one red wattle lapwing. A
லாப்விங்
birder is always a birder. You always look for birds over there, and there are a lot of fishes as well. But there are a lot of calls of hornbills and other species from here, but we didn't have time to stop here. This is another waterfall just before Atirapalli called Charpa waterfall.
செக்யூரிட்டி
There's
இருக்கானா
not much of water. When it is having full of water, I think this place looks very nice.
போலாம்
So we just slow down
இல்லை
here.
அவர் என்ன
We didn't get down. We just enjoyed that on the way, and then we started proceeding.
இந்த சைடு போலாம்
And here we are. We have just reached the entrance of Adirapalli waterfalls. And on that particular day, a school excursion happened here. So a lot of kids, they came with the uniform to enjoy this nature. So from here on, we stopped our search for animals. However, we found one or two then and there, including the Malabar giant squirrel. But we were focusing more on to enjoying the falls. And you will have to almost walk about 1.5 kilometers to reach this place. You first go to the top of the falls, and then from there are steps for you to get down and come to the bottom of the falls. And from here, we'll have to walk on this rocky terrain. You can go closer to the falls where there is a smoke like water vapors coming through. You can go up to this, and we are going to go up to there just to show you how it feels like. And the falls is not having much of water, but even this is really beautiful. So we started taking a safe path so that we are not skidding through the wet rocks. And people came with umbrella also just to avoid the falls falling onto them. This is a very nice selfie point, and there are so much of dance and other things are happening. Different types of people come here, and it's interesting to watch them and observe their behavior over here. But the bottom line is the water makes people happy, and that's the power of water. Sadhguru they says that the water has life, and we could really see the force of the water over here. And we wanted to go a little nearer and experience these droplets. Let us go little nearer to this. I don't call this as waterfalls. Actually, water races when it falls. And this is Alex and Tyson, and this is me. And we are near the falls, and then you're just seeing the splashes of water lakes coming and wetting us.
அலெக்ஸ் இங்க வா பக்கத்துல வா
The sound of the water itself has a magical healing power, and we could experience that over here. Wow, this is a magical experience. So let's take a 360-degree view of this entire place from our entrance to this first fall, and then the second and third branches of these falls, and going through the downstream of the falls where the water is gushing towards. And this is the path I was talking about. You will have to almost get down about 1 kilometers here, and if you are not physically fit, maybe you can enjoy the beauty of this fall from the top. But take it from me, you won't get the real feeling of this waterfall from the top. You will have to come down here, and you will have to go near the falls and experience the droplets on your face to have the full experience. On the way, while we were going through, we found some Malabar giant squirrel snacking onto the nearby tree. It's a real giant squirrel. There are two of them. There's a pair of Malabar giant squirrel. They're not much shy, and we were glad to see. So from here, we proceeded to Tetakad Bird Sanctuary, where we figured out so many birds. We couldn't contain all these into a single video, so we'll be covering that in part two. And as I said, there are only few places to see in Valpare, but Adirapalli Falls was a beauty. And thanks for joining. We'll meet in the next episode.